The honourable member for Saanich Gulf Islands.
Merci, Monsieur.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a great honor today for me to speak, to join my voice to the other tributes that have been paid to our dear friend Marc Garneau. It is a great shock that he's no longer with us today. It was a great honor to have worked with him. He was a friend for over 14 years, and I worked with him here in this chamber because when I was elected in 2011, most of the Conservatives on this side of the House, well, they were, and Marc was in the corner there because the Liberal Party was the third party at the time. And there were only 4 Bloc members then, and me in the corner over there.
At a time when Prime Minister Harper was proposing an omnibus bill to get rid of environmental rights, that was C-38 in the spring of 2012. I made an effort. I led the charge against that omnibus bill, and I was astounded when I saw that Marc Garneau decided to throw the Liberal Party's support behind me. Marc supported me in that effort, in that fight against that bill. And he joined in the battle against C-38.
Ordinary it was because in politics, I mean, I went. He was the leader of the leader of the Liberal Party in the House then, and I had gone to the other party opposition leaders, and I'd said, look, I've got about 400 amendments to this, and I have the right to present them at report stage, but I really don't want to do it all by myself because I know it will generate a lot of opposition. And he said, let me think about it. It wasn't long, maybe a day, and I found that he had gone to a media scrum and said, we've decided to support what Elizabeth May is doing with these motions and amendments. And I thought, he could just as easily have taken them and presented them as Liberal amendments. I would never have said anything. I would have been grateful if someone else took up the fight. But that lack of partisanship in that moment, that willingness to be so generous, was absolutely breathtaking. And that cemented a friendship. I was so very honored to work with someone who was both, as we all know, un grand Canadien, un grand député.
A great Canadian, a great member of Parliament, a great man, and a person whose record in scientific circles and as an astronaut, as all my colleagues have previously said, with the 3 missions in space.
Reflected on that time in space, said what you can't really be ready for in your first time in space is the emotion, at an emotional and intellectual level, how looking down at Earth will profoundly affect you. So on this World Environment Day, it seems fitting and really hard to say goodbye to someone who was unfailingly kind, unfailingly respectful across party lines, and it come on at me to consider.
And as my Conservative friend said, he was a true star, an outstanding person.
Je n'oublierai.
I will never forget his last day here. His seat was just there, and I was here.
I mean, he took his leave of this place without this kind of round of speeches because he didn't let us know he was going till he stood one day and said, I'll be going now. He gave a speech begging us to cooperate more, to be more respectful. And I'll never forget it. He packed up his briefcase, buckled it, and started to walk on past the aisle, past me. I said, Marc, this is it? You're going today? This is it? I said, So I threw my arms around him. I gave him the biggest hug. It was the last time I saw him. I just said, just going to miss you so much, but let's stay in touch. So I kick myself now. We didn't do that so well. But we've lost a very great human being, and to his entire family, my deepest condolences and sympathy. And know that in that space where he looks down at planet Earth now, I think it's a place called heaven. Thank you.